Hi guys, welcome, and if you're new here, my name is Elaine, and on my channel I like to talk about bags from mid-range to vintage luxury. And today I'm going to be doing my worst cost per wear bag. So I did do a best cost per wear sometime last year, and I'll post it here. Those are proud moments. Those are, here are the bags that I use the most and really got the cost per wear down. These unfortunately are the ones that I failed to use enough to bring down their cost per wear. I know some of these are really egregious, but I guess we should go over it. So without further ado, let's dive in. So I'll probably just go from the worst to not as bad, but I'm just basically doing my top 10 worst cost per wear bags. So my worst cost per wear bags will be these two, Kelly number 1 and Kelly number 2. So these are both Kelly 28s from Hermes in box leather, and they are in the retourné style. And I ended up getting these in box, not because I love box. I mean, I'm coming around to it now, but mostly because they were affordable at the time that I got it. So, but unfortunately, I never used these bags. So the worst cost per wear in my collection is this brown one, and the cost per wear on this is basically $5,500, which is around the price I got it for. Well, I got it for a lot less actually. I did talk about this in my Hermes spa video, and on that I did say to spa the whole thing and replace the handles and the hardware, it came out to about $2,400. So basically double the price of this Kelly. And also because it was in the spa for over 9 months, almost like 10 months, I haven't been able to use it. This is an unused Kelly bag, and that is why it is the worst cost per wear. I do love it though. I mean, it's from 1969. I will use it. I hope when I do another worst cost per wear video a year or so from now, this is no longer number 1, but right now it is. And then this is number 2. This is actually a newer Kelly from 2001. Did not have to spa it, so I did use it a couple times. Its current cost per wear is $3,214. So I've only used it a handful of times, mostly for going out for a nice thing. But I mean, it's also kind of a big bag for just like a dinner out. So it's kind of hard to find a time to use it. I honestly thought about selling it because since I don't use either of these, I mean, what's the point of hanging on to two? But they're both so beautiful, and the fact that if I were to sell it, there's no way I would be able to buy another one back into my collection. So I'm holding on to it for now, but we'll see. Actually, I should also mention, I took some time making this video because when I first made my best cost per wear video, I know some of you guys said you wanted the worst cost per wear. I had thrown it out there, but I had looked at my worst cost per wear list, and I'm going to show it to you right now here, but it was bad. Back then, my worst cost per wear was my Birkin 30 at $4,800. Next was my Constance at $4,500. Followed by the Birkin 35 at $3,700. So yeah, those were the 3 worst cost per wear bags, and I did end up selling them because I was like, you know what, I have way too many things that are just, sitting there. So anyways, after that round of culling, I guess, these two are my top 2 worst cost per wear bags. These are also sort of my trophy bags. So I never really did a video about trophy bags, but if I did, these two are definitely it. Love them both. They're both really beautiful, but yeah, they never get any use. They literally just sit there like a trophy. All right. Okay, so surprisingly and sadly, next is a Toolbox. So this is an Hermes Toolbox 26. It is in black Evercolor leather. I did get this one from the Real, and it is at $2,500 cost per wear. It's because I haven't used it at all. So basically, just like my brown Kelly, that is the price that I paid for it. It's because the 26 is just too large. I didn't really use it because I got my Toolbox 20 soon after, and I very much prefer the Toolbox 20. Like, I can fit everything that I need, and it's not as heavy. So yes, this is probably heading out of my collection very soon. I did just want to do a little spa on it at home. It has a couple of white marks here. I'm pretty sure I would be able to get it out with some saddle soap and then do a nice little conditioning of it before I send it on its way. I just haven't used the Toolbox 26. And the same can be said for my mini plume. I did get this off of Brandier. I got it for a fairly good price. I used it think maybe twice. Cost per wear now is $1,933. Still a lot. Again, this is sort of on the chopping block. I told myself to see if I used it this summer and then decide. The fact that it doesn't fit over the shoulder and like it's only a top handle bag or crook of the arm bag, it's really not my style. Come to realize this is more of an aspirational bag. You know, anything that's just top handle or crook of the arm carry only, to me, is really aspirational because I don't really carry my bags like that. So next on my list is the Herbag in the vibrato. This is on the list because I just got it. So I mean, I used it once, I think. It is at $1,554. It is a little heavy. I did get a new strap for it as well as an organizer, so I hope to use it. I still also have yet to flip it. I will be doing that. Probably post it as a story, but it was a comment in my unboxing video suggesting I flip it just to see what it's like, you know, because it's vibrato on the inside as well, which I think is a great idea. We'll see what that looks like. Maybe I'll use it more once I do. 6 on my list is actually a bag that's been in my collection for a while. It is the Ruly 23 in Rouge Ash color in sombrero with gold hardware. I do really love it. I use it mostly for going out. I think the last time I used it was for like a girl's dinner. Right now its cost per wear is at $1,468. So, I mean, I bought this, it was in the 5,000s. So I've used it a handful of times, but obviously not enough. I guess I don't use it, honestly, because this sombrero leather is quite fragile. So I always worry about, why does it do this? Also this, I've just recently found that I could double loop this, but now it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, there you go, there you go. So anyways, yeah, the sombrero leather is a little fragile. As you can see, I did get a couple of scratches. I think this one right here is new. It's since the last girls' dinner. So yeah, I tend to be a little more precious with it because of the leather, but I know I really need to use it. I love this leather, love the color. But yeah, it's a good bag. It's a little boxy, but I don't mind. It fits well over the shoulder. It also works as a crossbody bag. And next on my list is the Metier bag that I got from The RealReal. Did I do an unboxing? I think I did do an unboxing. I also spotted at home for a little bit, but the scratches on this is crazy. It's quite a bit. I guess I don't reach for this because I don't really wear black bags anymore. I mean, if I do want a black bag, I'll use my puzzle. But in general, I've been just really gravitating towards color these days, especially since I wear a lot of black or dark navy and a color just really pops. But I'm glad I tried this out. I did get this from The RealReal for a fairly good price. Metier, if you don't know, is a London brand made in Italy. The leather, especially this smooth like saddle leather type, does remind me of the Row. You know, construction is gorgeous, made in Italy. Hardware is super nice, like just you don't have to fiddle with it. It works perfectly. Well designed, well crafted. It did also come with a chain shoulder strap if you wanted to make it into more of a fancy night out bag, but also this strap here, which I have it right now on the shoulder length, can also be lengthened to become a crossbody. Basically, it has holes running up and down the whole thing, so it's really customizable. It's a very practical bag. Granted, yeah, the leather scratches like crazy, so that's a little impractical, but it is a beautiful leather. Not letting it go, but definitely need to work on using it more. So this is the So Kelly 22. I'm pretty sure it's Blue Nui. It is from 2010 in Swift leather. I really wanted a So Kelly because I like the north-south tote style. So I did do a whole comparison review of my north-south type of totes. It's this compared to the Row, compared to Cartier, compared to Wuhe leathers. And then I also threw in a couple from Valextra in there at the end. The Cartier one is already on the chopping block because it doesn't stay on my shoulder. And then this is the next one, possibly on the chopping block, because this also does not stay on my shoulder. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, my shoulder is not super square, as I talk about in that review. So, you know, I do hunch a little bit, so maybe that's it. But all the other bags stay on my shoulder, and for some sad reason, this does not. I mean, it could also be the Swift leather. It's very smooth. Oh, it's not so bad. Not so bad when I have this little, so maybe I need to wear it with this shirt, because this shirt has like some ruching here. That's what this tie is for. And it's actually gripping my shoulder. So maybe this is like the shirt that I need to wear to be able to carry this. I got this in the winter time, so I was wearing a lot of sweaters. forget it. When you're wearing a sweater, I mean, or forget, when I'm wearing a sweater, it doesn't stay on my shoulders. So probably why I've barely touched this bag, and the cost per wear on this is $944. So I mean, I think I used it at least 3 or 4 times to get it down that low, because it was basically the same price as this. So it was up there. I greatly appreciate all those who've subscribed so far. You know, it really helps support this channel, and it really creates a community that I'm really getting to know. And so if you would like to be a part of that community, I would appreciate if you'd consider subscribing. That way we can keep talking about bags together. Thank you. So this I actually just unboxed in 2026. I used it once, I think. It is a little bit on the fragile side because it is lambskin. This is a vintage Chanel with beautiful, you know, gold-plated hardware, very weighty, very gorgeous. I did put a Twilly, Hermes Twilly, on here on this side because the handle, the lambskin is starting to wear. I really like this tote. I just don't really have a place to wear it to. It was also raining during the winter, so of course I'm not gonna take it out when it's raining. It is, you know, a fragile bag, but I just love the look of it, and I got it for a really good price. It is a buyer's market when it comes to resale. So if you're trying to sell bags, it is a little tough, but if you're buying bags, you're gonna get some good prices. This is probably the lowest, I mean, just looking in general, for secondhand Chanel bags, it's probably the lowest I've seen since 2008 when there was the Great Recession. During the Great Recession, it was also a good time to buy Chanel bags. The prices were a lot lower. So, I mean, not to say you should buy a bunch, but if you've been eyeing one, I think this is the time. I hope to use it a lot more, giving this one a pass because it's brand new to me. Brand new to my closet. And last but not least, this bag is the oldest bag in my collection, or one of the oldest. And I got it when I turned 30, so that's over a decade ago, and it is my one and only flap. So I used to have a bunch of Chanel flaps, but I am no longer in that phase of life, and basically I am keeping this for my daughter. So I try to keep it in as good condition as possible. This is post 2010, so hardware is no longer gold plated. Caviar is also a little squishier. So in general, it's not as hardy as some of my vintage flaps that I used to have. And I used to have this beautiful dark navy one. Shiny caviar leather, you know, shiny, very yellow gold hardware. It was gorgeous. Sadly, I sold it. So anyways, this is the last one standing. Like I said, I'm saving it for my daughter. So this will probably always be in my worst cost per wear list, most likely, especially if I start using some of these other ones. But right now it stands at $875. I think at the time that I got it, it was about $3,500 retail, you know, before taxes. So maybe I paid just under $39, or rather my mom paid. And so, you know, I did use it enough times to get it down to $875, but honestly, even for a night out, I wouldn't take this because it's so boring. You know, it's kind of dime a dozen. Could look like it's fake. If I'm going to a girls' night dinner out, I much rather take this one because it's more unique. Like I said, this is really for sentimental value and for my daughter. I don't really plan to use it much. All right, and that's it. Those are my 10 worst cost per wear bags. Yes, it's quite egregious. I hope to bring it down starting, I mean, I better start wearing these, but yes, I hope to bring it down so that the next time I do this, the numbers are not so bad. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this interesting, greatly appreciate a like or subscribe since it really helps support the channel. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.